What's up, y'all? This is the E concert scale video for F instruments, which is just French horns. If you're not a horn player, you're on the wrong video. Please go away. Huh? All right, horns, let's get her started. Please write the name of the scale up here at the top. So I'm writing E concert. Huh? And then as a transposing instrument, one of your jobs is to figure out your first note right away. So I go down to my trusty circle of fourths here and find E. And you always go one click counterclockwise. Counterclockwise being this way around the circle. So your first note is B. So I'm going to go down to these boxes down here and start writing letter names. B is the first note, and then I just go alphabetical order. There's no H, so I start over again at A, get back to B. Now, how many sharps or flats do I have, or what sharps or flats do I have would be the next question. So again, I use my trusty circle of fourths. And here's the name of our scale. That's your starting pitch. Up at the top here, this is where we have 0 flats or 0 sharps. As I go this direction, notice it says add sharps going this way. So 0 sharps, 1 sharp, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 sharps because you're down here on this B. How do I know what sharps they are? That is right here. So you'll notice we've talked a lot about Beadjekuf, the order of the flats. I keep saying that word, B-E-A-D-G-C-F. The order of sharps is just Beadjekuf backwards, B-E-A-D-G-C-F, right there. And so my 5 sharps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are right there. So F sharp, C sharp, G is sharp, D is sharp, and then A is the final sharp. So I've got my 5 sharps in there. So my letter names are done. I'm going from B to B with those sharps. Next step, let's draw a key signature and talk starting pitch. So first, treble clef, small loop, big loop, something like that. Then the 5 sharps in order. Again, the order of them from up above on that page was F, C, G, D, A. So we want them to read left to right in that order. The F goes on the top line, C is in the space, G goes in the space above the top line, which seems a little crazy, but that's how they do it. And then D is on that 4th line, D, and then the A climbs down here into the 2nd space. So notice it reads in order F, C, G, D, A from left to right. Then we need a starting pitch. Your starting pitch for this one is B below the staff. We're not going to go up to screamy high B. Right? So that's your start, and you're good on that page. Last page, we need a fingering chart, so I'm hopping over to Schoology, and there's that fingering charts folder, and then I just need my horn fingering chart. Grab that, hit up a screenshot, then pop back in here. Someday somebody will teach me a better way to do that, but for now we're good. Which one of these is the horn chart? That seems like a thing. I'm going to stretch it out so I can actually see what's going on. Then grab my highlighter. Now, 2 things we're using here. First, we got to make sure that we're starting on the correct pitch, right? We're starting on this low B. So I can't just look for any letter B here and say, oh, there's a B, I'm going to highlight that. That's not even close to right. It's this B. Second thing I'm using is this series of letters right here. That's how I know what is the next note to highlight. Okay, so I find that low B that we wrote on the previous page. Look, there it is. And then again, back to the first page, I see these highlighted letters in order. That's what I'm looking for. So B, the next note was C sharp. The next note was D sharp. The next note was E. Then it was F sharp. Then it was G sharp. And then it was A sharp. Happens to be the same as B flat. And then it's B natural. So I got my way through the scale. And then you should highlight the correct ones, right? The top ones are without trigger, the bottom ones are with trigger. So down on these, you're going to go through and highlight the correct ones. I'm kind of just going to cross out the non-trigger ones for once we get into trigger land. However you want to do that, it's fine. But make sure you've got the right ones highlighted. Now I have the notes highlighted. I have this key signature, and I have letter names in there. You are ready to turn this thing in and start practicing like crazy.